This one for Aquarius. We pulled for these zodiac signs, I don't know, about a week ago. And we're just going to finish up for the ones that we pulled for that day. Anything moving forward, I'll have to pull again for, because right now that's the last one I have from that pool. Okay, so let's get into it. First, I wanted to start off with my disclaimers. This is for adults only. Hold on, let me. There we go. With God, be your own leader of discernment and make your decisions that way. Okay. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? This reading will not resonate with everyone. It is a general Aquarius reading, so it may resonate with other signs. If it resonates with you, then it's for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, then leave it for someone else to appreciate. It's not for you. Okay. Like I said, this is an Aquarius time reading. Innovate, unique, open mind. January 20th through February 18th. Take an unusual path. So let me just go ahead and get that card out because it's reflecting on the plastic, my ring light. So, so that you can see that part. Ring light's still reflecting. It doesn't matter, huh? It's like a halo. Halo. I don't really know that song. I'm not really a big Beyonce fan, but I like some of her stuff. You know how it is when there's a. It's like with readers, you know. Sometimes you don't really vibe with the reader like that, but sometimes they say something that's real. Most times they're just stealing other people's material, but it is what it is. That's how I feel about Beyonce. You know, like I like some of her stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I like, I found out that she didn't even write it. It was written by somebody else. Like that song, "To the Left, to the Left." Neo wrote that song. He said he had his aunt in mind when he wrote the song. Like that was something she would say. Everything you own is in a box to the left in the closet. That's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it, please don't touch it. Just get out. So, anywho, I digress. This is an Aquarius time reading. So let's get into this reading, okay? I hope you guys are having a very blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't comment unless you're vibrating high, because we're vibrating high over here. We're healing. Is that my baby? Yeah, that's my baby. You see him in the background? That's my baby. But anywho, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment if you're vibrating high. We're healing over here, so we're not low vibrational, and we're not looking for a battle. We're not looking to debate anyone. We're just, enjoying ourselves and vibing high, and we're on the vibration of healing, right? We're on the frequency of healing and receiving great things, right? What the universe has for us. So let's stay in that energy. Hi, Kennedy. Kennedy Sully 27. Hope you're having a blessed day. I hope you all are having a very blessed day. If you get a chance to get out and get some sun, vibrate high and ground yourself. I can't stress that enough. Ground yourself as often as you can, because who knows what the weather is going to bring. Like here where I am, it's been in the 90s, upper 80s and lower 90s, right? It went straight from pretty bitter cold to nice and hot. And I just know it's going to be a dry, hot summer because we really didn't get that much moisture. We had one snow here where I live, and it was record breaking. It was over the weekend. Um, I want to say it was in January. I believe it was in January. Um, but it was a record breaking snow and ice storm. And, we were just kind of like, whoa, what the heck is this? It went from kind of cold to why? Are we in Canada, eh? It was literally 7 degrees and it felt like -2. So with that being said, we haven't gotten a lot of moisture and it's really dry. So I feel like it's going to be a hot summer. So enjoy the spring is basically what I'm saying. Enjoy the spring because I got a feeling that it's going to be really hot in a lot of places. So get ready. All right, let's get into this Aquarius time reading. Hey, get it, get it, get into it. Yeah, get. Hey, I'm feeling really good. I'm not going to let anything bring me down. I'm not going to let anybody else's vibrations bring me down. You know, we were outdoor dashing today and people were just in their own mood. It seemed like people were just like angry and they were out and about driving, trying to deflect all of that negative energy. And we're like, nope, we rebuke it, cancel and delete it. Nope, 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 nope. We're vibrating high over here, right? We're on that frequency of receiving whatever the universe has to offer us. And hopefully it's not just lessons learned. Hopefully it's blessings and miracles and all that good stuff too. Right, guys? Uh, what is that? It's JXY7. Hi. I hope you're having a very blessed day. I see that you're trying to be negative, so I could just go ahead and delete you, or you can act like an adult and escort yourself out because it doesn't seem like this is your tribe. So have a great day. Have a very blessed day. And I pray for your healing. And I cancel and delete your negative low vibrational energy. Yeah. Because you're deflecting all of your ugliness. And we don't want that over here. All right. Yep. I said it. All right. So let's see. Where do we want to start? Let's start with the hater deck. Okay. Let's see who's hating. You know what? We're going to start with the big deck. I love this big girthy deck. Vibe about it. Okay, this is Graffiti Volume 2. Vibe about it. I hope everybody is into it because it has great messages and it lets you know who's hating on you, right? Absolutely. It's JXY7. God bless you as well. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. High vibrational energy. You're awesome. All right. So let's get into it, guys. I'm feeling very positive today. I really am. I'm like, nope, we're not going to vibrate low. I got to, control myself because I don't have any control over anyone else. But you know who I do have control over? Me. And I can make sure I'm vibrating high no matter what's going on around me or what's going on in the chat, any of that good stuff. So I'm going to try to stay on a positive path no matter what is happening. Um, you know, everywhere I went today, it's like I told my husband, I was like, baby, I feel like I'm getting a little chunky. And he told me it's because I eat Snickers every day. I get the 7-pack of Snickers from Walmart. It's the regular size, but it's a 7-pack, and I eat them every day. And I swear it's going straight to my butt. So everywhere I go, I feel like everybody's staring at my butt, like, "Whoa, what's that? Did she get a BBL?" Mm-mm. I just eat really good every day. So he's like, "Yeah, that's what's going on, babe. The Snickers are invading your butt. It's making it spread." And I'm like, "Hey, maybe I should say something about that on the live. Don't get a BBL. Just eat some Snickers and some steak and potatoes. It'll go straight to your butt. I promise. And if your man cooks, ask him to cook you some bacon." And we've been having uh, by this company, well, this it's chicken bites and chicken strips. It's made by Bear, Bare. It's really healthier type of chicken. It's really good. Um, but yeah, I've been eating that. He's been cooking me uh, melts, like a chicken bacon melt, or stuff like that. Or oh my god, one day what was it like roast beef, salami, pastrami with bacon, cheese. Oh my god! So yeah, I've been eating really good over here. Eat good in the neighborhood, yeah. But it's all going to my bottom, and I was in my stomach. So I was like, I need to start exercising because I don't want to walk around with this big old stomach looking pregnant when there's no baby in there. It's just food and fat. So anywho, let's get into it. Let's get into this reading, yeah. All right, Aquarius. I hope you're feeling great. Whatever energy you're. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay. A lot of them tipped over, but once I kind of knocked those other ones over. Oh, you know what? But I'm feeling like this is a storyline. Okay, so the one that jumped out was heroic nonsense. Savior complex trying to play hero, but falling short. More talk, less action, not following through. This person wants to harm you. They want to act like they're there to save you, but they're not. Aquarius 222. You got great things coming your way and they're trying to stop it. They want to act like they've been there for you so they can be a part of your glow up, right? But they've been trying to do things to you in hindsight. It looks like they're trying to take you out. Tight spot, difficult situation, need to figure things out, be more strategic, thinking outside the box. Right? So if that's you, you need to think outside the box. You've got some things that you want to do, Aquarius, but you're playing it safe. Stop playing it safe because God's got you. You're going to be able to do whatever you're trying to do without any help from anyone else, unless it comes from the Most High. The Most High will send you help, but you don't have to seek it out. It's coming to you, whether you want it to or not. One second. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Just want to zone in. Is that better? All right. Okay. So, like I said, tight spot. You're in a tight spot because you're thinking inside the box. You got to think outside the box. Think about the bigger picture and take that leap of faith because you got the Most High on your side. So you can't lose, right? Unless you don't believe in yourself. You got to believe in you, baby girl. Okay? Go left, go right. Make signals, disconnect between what is said and what is done. Confusing and inconsistent, contradictory things. This is that heroic nonsense. The person that really does not have your best interest at heart, that wants to help you just so they can have strings attached to you once your come up happens, right? Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. You know what, Kennedy Sully? If that word feels comfortable to you, you're not in the right place. You should probably leave. Yeah. Because we don't throw that word around over here. We don't play with that word at all. It's ignorant and it's nonsense. So if it's just a word to you, then just leave my site and don't come back, okay? Because I don't want that type of energy of somebody thinking that's cute, right? They apologize because they recognize that it wasn't cool, and I don't like it. So if you agree with that word, then maybe you shouldn't be here. This is not your tribe, okay? We're happy over here. We're not trying to bring anyone down, right? And we don't want to offend anyone, right? Because it's not, that's not what we do over here. We don't offend people. We don't go forth trying to hurt people. And that's a hurtful word for some people. You may not understand it. It may not resonate with you in any way. But sometimes when you think back to what people have had to go through, whether they are a part of a race of people that have been, condemned with that word or not, sometimes people treat you like something that you're not because they're looking at your skin and they think they know what you are. In 2026, most of us all have the same color skin and none of us are related. None of us are the same race. Go figure. But you're going to find a lot of caramel and brown people that are not what you think they are. So you probably shouldn't judge people based on what they look like, right? And you shouldn't use words that are offensive to anyone ever because why? Why go out and try to hurt people? It's unnecessary. So, like I said, if you think that word is just a word and it doesn't mean anything, then you're in the wrong place. So, see you. Have a great day. Blessings to you. Moving forward, the person sending you mixed signals is the person that basically they're trying to live vicariously through you. They want a part of your glow up, but all they want to do is take part in what you got coming your way, right? I really feel like when you're vibrating high, sometimes people just they get to a point in their life where they're bitter, and they don't know how to vibrate high. And when they see you vibrating high, even through your lowest times, it pisses them off because they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to appreciate life no matter what stage you're in. You got to be able to embrace every stage, even the ones that feel the lowest. Understand that there's a lesson to be learned in every situation, good, bad, or indifferent, right? And once you learn that lesson, you get to the blessing and the miracle on the other side, right? And it feels great, right? And sometimes while you're going through your blessing and your miracle, it may not seem great to someone else, or it might seem fabulous to someone else because they don't really know the whole story behind what you go through, right? But you are making it seem effortless because you know how to be happy even when times are down, when things are not going exactly the way you want them to go. You know, I'm a crier. Sometimes when things are going bad, I get to crying, but I'm praying and I believe in the Most High. I know the Most High has got me, but I'm crying because the situation seems bleak. You know, and I'm just like, oh God, no, please, God, no. You know what I'm saying? But it's me just releasing the toxic energy that goes along with that situation and crying out to God. You know, so it is what it is. How you handle it is how you handle it. It's okay to cry. It's not a bad thing. It's not low vibrational. It's cleansing. You get that those emotions out, and you just give it to God and know that God's got you no matter what's going on. So don't let anyone take away from your high vibrations, right? Don't let anyone take your sunshine away. You keep that for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy no matter what's going on at the moment. Just be happy, right? And be grateful, right? Because you didn't have to wake up this morning. God didn't have to put forth that energy to keep you alive. Everybody didn't wake up. Some people went to sleep last night and they didn't wake up. So be grateful for everything and everyone in your life. So this one is the big word, the red rum spelled backwards for higher. If you haven't seen The Shining, you should go see it so you know what red rum is. But red rum backwards. Write red rum on a piece of paper and they put it in there. So, for hire, hiring someone else to do dirty work, blood money, organized crime, spousal revenge, scandal. This is that same person, right? This is that same person. They want a part of your come up, but they don't really want you to be a part of it. They want you gone because you upset their spirit. You really, what's happening is you upset the attachments and the demons that are on them, right? They're low vibrational and you're high vibrational. You're attached to the Most High. So their demons are upset. You know, their attachments are upset. They can't stand how close you are to the Most High and how quickly you can get blessed no matter what's going on in your life, right? So, this for hire is what they're trying to do. What they don't realize is they're going to get caught up if they haven't already because the person they went to for that is probably an undercover. Mm-hmm. Yes. Love and light, yes. Black tourmaline is a very great protector. Black obsidian, tiger's eye. I like to wear rose quartz, amethyst, strawberry quartz, tiger's eye, all different kind of tiger's eye. I've got tiger's eye, red tiger eye. I had green tiger's eye, but that I made a beautiful bracelet out of it, and it slipped off one day while I was door dashing. Ah, whoever found that, they're gonna be lucky. And it was beautiful. Oh, it was so beautiful. Anywho, green light. All signs point towards success and moving forward. Safe to go ahead. Everything is good. So you're good to go, Aquarius. Like I said, you take that leap of faith and know that God's got you, and everything that you touch is going to turn to gold. You got the green light. So do what it is you want to do. Don't let the naysayers stop you from doing what you want to do. Just know that you're going to have people that are going to try to put roadblocks in front of you, but those roadblocks aren't going to do anything because you got the Most High on your side. Went flying. Diplomatic, not taking sides, balanced approach, seeing both sides, finding the middle ground. And that's what happens. The scales will be tipped in your favor because you are an empath, most of you. And you see all sides, your side and their side. And you know how to make an informed decision based on that energy. You don't just go within and be like, it's all about me and I'm going to do it as best for me. Forget everybody else. You're always thinking about other people because you understand that you have the power. You got the power, power, right? You got the power to do what's right or do what's wrong. You have free will, like all of us. So make the right decision for you, but make sure you're not hurting anybody in the process, right? Let's get into it. Yeah. What else? Oh, all right. Home run and conceding. All right, so you hit it out of the park. Grand slam, strength and power, getting around safely, success, because you are connected to the Most High. That's right. You're connected to the Most High. Number 8, infinity. You see that? Right? Infinite love from the Most High. You got this. And the person that's coming up against you, they don't want to concede, but they're going to have to eventually. I concede, conceding, acknowledging or accepting something reluctantly, willing to let go of one's stance or accept situation that cannot be changed. I don't know if they're accepting it really, but they realize that they can't do anything more. So some of them don't have a choice. But you got to understand, everybody that feels that energy don't follow it. So sometimes people fight that energy and they keep trying to hurt you no matter what. They've been warned by the Most High. They've been warned by other people. Leave that person alone. They are anointed. They got that anointing on them. You better stop. God don't like ugly. God don't like when you mess with his babies. You know? Some people don't get that. They don't understand the energy behind that. And they're out here wreaking havoc on people unnecessarily. Let's see. What cards do we want to use? I'm trying to figure out which tarot deck I'm about to use. If you don't like tarot cards, this is probably not the channel for you. Might be a good idea. This probably isn't the tribe for you if you don't like tarot cards. But I'm about to use some tarot cards, so if you don't like them, this is a good time for you to leave the room so you don't feel a certain type of way. Like I said, we don't want to offend anyone here. I like to warn people ahead of time, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Okay? So, we're going to get into it, yeah? Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Okay. Wow. When I cut the cards, death at the bottom. Something is coming to an end. This whirlwind, this tornado, this horrible string of what you thought was bad luck is coming to an end. And really, what it wasn't bad luck. It was just a lot of lessons that you needed to learn. There were people and things that you needed to cut cords with and release, Aquarius, in order to get to the next stage in life. Because guess what? Everyone and everything cannot ascend with you, okay? Your ascension process is for you and you alone, right? So the people and things and the places that can't go with you can't go with you. So if you don't cut cords with them or release them, guess what? You're going to leave yourself stagnant until you do. But you're going to bring all kind of inclement and bad weather your way and a lot of heavy lessons for you to learn. But that's all coming to a close because I feel like you have learned your lesson. Okay? Let's keep shuffling this up. You're the magician. You have got gifts beyond this world. You are out otherworldly and you know it, but you don't want to admit it to yourself because wow, what happens is when you start trying to tap into your power, it scares you. And I get that. Because someone has been really trying to keep this from you. They've been trying to make you feel a certain type of way about your gift. But your gift came from the Most High, so you don't have to feel anything but love from the gifts that God gave you. God gave you those gifts. Period. Nobody should be out here trying to make you feel any type of way about the gifts that God gave you, and if they are, then they are not from God. Okay? So let's see what other messages God has for you instead. Okay. Temperance. Is it, what did I tell you guys? It's a time to stay grounded because great things are coming your way. Keep yourself balanced, okay? Because you are otherworldly, you know? Some of you are star seeds, light workers, goddesses, empresses, high priestess, right? You got to tap in to your power, to your energy, to your gift, right? Talk to God like it's your best friend and find out. Say, hey, I know I got gifts. Can you help me tap in? Right? A lot of times people want God to help them, but they don't want to ask God for that help. They don't want to believe that this is what's really happening. This is what's really happening. It's really real. You really are powerful. You got to call your power back from every person, place, entity where you left it, okay? And tap into your specific gifts because we all get gifts from the Most High, right? But if you don't tap into your specific gift, if you don't ask God to help you cultivate that gift, ask your earth angels, your guardian angels, ask everyone that's attached to you, that's high vibrational, that's there to help you, ask them for that help. You have free will, but you got to ask for it. They can't jump in and just help you. As much as they would love to, you have to ask them for help in order to get it. So, if you want that help, it would be a good idea for you to do it because your chariot is right there. All you got to do is cut cords with it, release all that no longer serves your higher purpose, and your chariot awaits you. You got this, babe. So tap in, baby. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Get it, yes. Understand how magical you are. I've pulled 4 cards from this deck. All 4 of them are major arcana, starting with the death card. Okay? And then we have the magician. And then we had the temperance. And now we've got the chariot. Okay? This is major. So tap in. That's a major message. It might be a great idea for you guys to keep a dream journal. Get you a journal or a notebook, put it next to your bed. Pray, ask questions to the Most High, your past over loved ones, and your angels, right? When you wake up in the morning, you write down everything you remember from your dreams. You'll get your answers. You'll get messages from the other side, okay? Do that for 7 to 30 days or for the rest of your life and watch how your life changes. Watch how much clarity you have. And make sure you're staying away from alcohol and drugs at that time. It'd be a good idea if you cut it out of your life completely. But if you do that for 7 to 30 days, you may not want to go back to it anyway because you're going to have a sense of clarity. You'll be tapped in, right? And then you won't need those vices because you'll understand that the real vice that you need is the Most High. That's the best vice you can use. Okay? Let's see if there are any other messages in this deck for you. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else for the collective? Yep, 3 of Cups. Now, the 3 of Cups was behind the death card, but I wanted to shuffle the deck to make sure that that's a part of this reading, and it is. It's time for you to have some fun. It's time for you to get out there and enjoy life. Thank you so much for subscribing, love, and light. I appreciate you. Yes, it's time for you to get out and enjoy yourself. Go to the beach, go to a party, go to a spa, take a quick vacation for the weekend, right? But do something for you. Take care of you, baby boo, and make sure you're surrounding yourself with like minded people. People that are on the level that you're trying to get on, or the people that are on your level that you're on and they're vibrating high, right? But also make sure you're surrounding yourself with some people that are where you're trying to go, right? So you can feel the energy of that, so you can manifest that into your current reality. Okay, that's too many, but we're going to take the one on top. Actually, this might be a story to be told. Yeah, it is. All right, King of Cups and Knight of Cups. Yeah, I see how that's going to go. Yeah, because there is someone that's going to come in and help you. You just got to be your own leader of discernment. Understand who's coming with the no strings attached cup and the people that are coming with the string attached with the fishy cups. You got to be your own leader of discernment as to who is who. But you're going to feel that energy. The people that I'm talking to, you're tapped in. You're going to feel it. You're going to know who's for you and who's not for you. Knight of Swords, because you have protection. You've got protection. You know how to protect yourself, but you got someone that just wants to be there for you and protect you from all this monotony. The Hermit. It's time for you to go within, go with God, pray and meditate, and do that dream journal. That's going to help you. And make sure you are doing your shadow work so you can get rid of the shadows from the past that are haunting you, right? So you can forgive yourself and anyone else who's ever hurt you. so you can move forward in love and light. Remember, forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. It's for you to forgive yourself and forgive them and release that energy from the situation so it's not boggling you down or making you feel embarrassed about yourself, about something that happened in the past. Anything that you've done or that someone did to you in the past, it's done, it's over. It happened for a reason, right? So get to the lesson that's in there and open yourself up to receive the blessing and the miracle that follows. Okay, and move forward. Don't let it hold you back, right? Because we like to live in the past and it just doesn't do anything but drag us down. You gotta let it go. I think you better let it go. Let it go. Teddy P said it. Looks like another love TKO. Woo! Let it go, baby. Teddy Pendergrass, for those who don't know. The Hermit. It is time for you to go within and go with God. Make sure you're meditating. Try to eat clean. Drink good water. Spring water is one of the best things that you can drink. But just cleanse your vessel, right? So that your soul can reconnect. Because sometimes in our vessel, we restrict our soul from connecting to the Most High. And follow your intuition. That is God's voice within you. Hello. Go within. Go with God, and you will come out a winner on the other side. Knight of Cups, because you are playing chess while your adversaries are playing checkers. Checkmate, baby. Get into it, yeah. Because you know you got great things coming, but somebody's like all up in your energy, trying to stop it, trying to keep you from coming up, and they don't understand that what's meant for you is meant for you and you alone. Just like what's meant for them is meant for them and them alone. But they don't want to see it that way. They want your cup. They don't want to cultivate their own. They want yours. That's envy, right? And you got to be courageous and be aware. Don't be afraid, but be aware that there's going to be people envying you along your path. And just keep your protection up. Make sure you're staying prayed up. Make sure you're living in integrity no matter what, because God is always watching, right? Two of Pentacles, because your Pentacles are coming in regardless. But you got that person surfing behind you, trying to get that backdraft. You see him right there? You see this guy? He's trying to figure out how he can obtain your Pentacles. Right at the beginning of you trying to get your Pentacles, they're sitting there playing checkers, trying to figure out how they can get them, and you're playing chess. You already know how to protect yourself, but they're still trying to figure out how they can take from you. Yep, they're going above and beyond to try to break your heart. Three of Swords. They're doing everything they can to try to stop you, but you know that you're connected to the Most High, so you don't have to worry about it. You just keep moving in love and light. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Let's get into it. The Fool, Wheel of Fortune, and Page of Pentacles. Yeah, that came in reverse. Yeah, you got somebody that's really trying to stop your Pentacles. They really want to take what's yours, but like I said, that's irrelevant because they can't take what's yours. What's meant for you is meant for you and you alone. Nobody can take that from you. Period. They can try, but it's not going to happen. The Fool. They think you're a fool because you believe in the Most High, and they're having a hard time with that. They think they do, but they really just don't. Because when things happen to them, they don't pray to the Most High. They start condemning the Most High. What you want from me? Why you doing this to me? Why? What you want? I'm doing everything right. Well, obviously, there's a lesson that you need to learn, right? But they think you're a fool because you believe in the Most High. You put your stuff in you give it to God and you move forward. You don't keep harping on it. You don't keep asking God why, because you know that there's a lesson to be learned. You say, God, can you present that lesson to me clearly so I can learn it, so I can move forward? Because I know you got a lot of things for me, right? The whole point of our soul is to come here, learn the lessons, right? Get to the blessings and the miracles on the other side, and continue to ascend until we get back to the Most High. But you got to make it back to the Most High as clean as you came here, right? When you left, you were clean. But while you were here, you get all dirty with all the stuff you learned from other people, right? But you got to clean yourself up before you go back to the Most High, right? So stay on the path that you're on because you're doing what you're supposed to do. You believe in the Most High. People are going to think you're a fool sometimes. That's not your issue or your problem. You just keep moving forward, right? Wheel of Fortune. Because what's meant for you is meant for you, and great things are coming your way. Great things are coming your way. You're about to ascend to a level that nobody could ever dream of, right? All the people that were trying to stop you from ascending, they're gonna get dizzy trying to stop you because a whirlwind is coming your way, and it's all great. It's all gravy, baby. So get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Hey, hey, get into it, yeah, 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 yeah. The Wheel of Fortune. Mm. You better get into it. You better see things for what they are, not for what you want them to be. You know, because I feel like a lot of times we talk ourselves out of our blessings. And it's not something that you can stop, but you can put obstacles in your way, unnecessary obstacles at that in your way when you listen to other people and their crap. You know, don't let someone else bring you down, Aquarius. You got great things coming your way, no matter what. So embrace it. What deck should we use? I feel like some of this energy is past life energy. So let's get into the past life oracle cards. Okay. At the very top, we got leaving or travel. You're about to travel somewhere, and I feel like it's going to be across the ocean. You're going to go to another continent. All right, and on the cut, we got health at the bottom and baby. Yeah. So what that tells me is some of you think that you're not in good enough health to have a baby, but you're going to. It's like, what was her name in the Bible? Sarah. She was 90 something years old, and God told her she was going to have a baby, and she was like, "Yeah, right." Laughed. Yeah, and then what happened? She had a baby. Yeah, she wanted one so bad and thought she was never going to get one. And your health is going to be promoted to the place where a baby can be formed within you, and you will have that baby. This is for someone who doesn't know that they can have kids. And what did I say? High priestess? Huh? High priest or priestess? Yeah, that's your energy, Aquarius. So step into it. Step into that high priestess and high priest energy. You deserve to see yourself for who you are and the powers that be within you. Okay? Your wisdom is beyond what most people can fathom, right? And that's the reason why you're able to get through things in a way that other people can't. Farm and vows. I feel like you're about to buy land and live off your land the way you really want to. And I so dig that. That might be for me. Because that's the life that I want, right? I would love to buy some land and have my own animals to and my own farm and grow my own food and all of that stuff and just get away from the city life. You know, I've had that. I've done that. Been there, done that. Ready to just relax. And not have to deal with the hustle and bustle of city life. Because city life is just it's destructive and chaotic and toxic. And I'm good. I'm getting older now. I'm 50, and I really want to just live the rest of my life in peace, love, and harmony. You know, vows. I vow to keep my relationship with the Most High solid. You should too. Food and hunger, because we got a lot of people out here that's about to be hungry with all the stuff that's going on in the world and within our country. A lot of people that are hoarding all the money and stuff. It's wars and battles over things that we should not be fighting over. Food and water are available to all of us. There should be no one hoarding that from anyone. There's enough food and water to go around the whole world. There should be no one that's hungry right now, but there are so many people that are. We all got to do our part to help each other, right? Me and my husband have been going through a lot over this last year. But even when we have to go get a food box to eat, guess what we do? We still donate half of that to someone else that's even less fortunate than we are. Because what one person is going through, the next person is looking at you like, man, I wish I had that. While we're sitting here like, man, I don't have this or that. Somebody else wishes they were in your shoes and wishes they had at least what you have, right? There's different forms of homelessness. There are people that are homeless that don't have anything. That are, I see a woman sometimes that has a blanket. She's sitting in a wheelchair and she's got a basket of things that she's collected, right? That's a form of homelessness. There's another couple that I see that have a sleeping bag. They get their body into that sleeping bag, sit in their wheelchair, and they zip it all the way up to the top and try to keep themselves warm that way. There's people that are homeless living in their vehicles. There's different stages of homelessness. We were in that same situation. We're just a day's check away from that, going back to that life. We have a hotel now, but if something happens where we can't make the money that we need for the day, we may not be able to afford our room. So you gotta understand that you may not be living the way you want to live, but the way you're living, somebody else wishes they could get to that at least. You know? So be grateful and thankful for everything and everyone in your life because it could be worse. It can always be worse. Right, Aquarius? So be thankful. Be thankful that you are not fighting that war or that battle within yourself, that you have conquered that demon, but not everybody's on that level. Right? So make sure you're doing what you can to assist those that you can assist. Right? We all need help from someone, and sometimes we don't realize that we're in a place where we can help other people, but we can all help each other. You know, the people that are out there hoarding everything, at some point, like usually it's on at the end, right before they pass away, that they realize, oh, I probably shouldn't have been doing that. If they have that realization ever, then that's a great thing, you know, because that's that lesson that the Most High wanted them to learn for them to move forward in love and light. Oh, at the bottom of this deck, Queen of Swords, because that's the energy that most of you are in. You're very welcome, Shimiso Mafimba. I hope I said that correctly. The Queen of Swords energy. This is the energy that most of you are in, but you got to get out of that energy and step into your Empress and High Priestess energy, your Star Seed energy. Yes, you make sure that you are seeing yourself for what you're worth. You know, stop fighting when it's unnecessary for you to fight. Let the Most High do that for you. You're very welcome, love and light. Very welcome. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I hope you guys are seeing your blessings, even through the turmoil of life. See your blessings. You know, we got out there today, DoorDash, and trying to make money. And sometimes I feel like when we don't make the money we want to make, we're being protected from something. Like sometimes we can't go out when we want to go out, and I feel like after it's all said and done, it was to protect us. When you can't do what you want to do, but you get out there and you're able to get what you need only, it's because God's trying to protect you from something or someone, right? And I'm starting to see that that's what it is every time. The other day, our starter went out. We didn't get to DoorDash that morning like we wanted to, but we were truly blessed. I got on here and I asked you guys to help me and my husband, and someone named Willow, sweetheart, sent us some money. And the little bit of money that we made that morning, along with the money that Willow sent us, we were able to um, pay for our room for the day and get the part that we needed. My husband is talented, and he was able, even though he is disabled now from his car accident, he got down there and hadn't been down on the floor. He didn't know if he could get up from the floor. So he was worried that he would get down there and not be able to get back up, and I wouldn't be strong enough to pick him up. He got down there, he took that on the ground, got the squirrels up under the truck, and he's lost a lot of weight. He lost 50 pounds while he was in the hospital for 2 months, right? So he got up under the truck easily because he's 50 pounds lighter, right? And he was able to get back up with no problem. 4 times he got down and got back up. And he was able to take that old starter off. We walked down to an auto parts place. They wanted to charge us way more than we had for it. We called another place, and then we called a friend to give us a ride to go get it. And he just happened, like I'm telling you, all these things happen because God let it happen. He just happened to get sent home early that day, and he was available to take us. So he came to pick us up. We went and got the new starter. Um, we were about to spend every single dollar we had. We had already gotten the room. We were about to spend the rest of the money that we had to get the part. He gave us $15 on top of that so we wouldn't be broke. And we could put a little bit of gas in our truck to DoorDash that night. So what we wound up doing is, and then the jewelry that my husband sells out of the store, he does wire wrapping. And we have someone that was gracious enough to take his jewelry and sell it in his store and called us and was like, hey, I got some money for you guys, you know. So we were able to go pick up that money and we weren't broke, you know. So it was really heaven sent. It was like God was telling us, you've been begging me for a day off. Take this time off. And so we did. We did not go back out and DoorDash until the next day. Because he was in pain from going up under the truck and doing all that he did. I was in pain from door dashing earlier that day and just stressed out emotionally from the whole ordeal because we were stuck at McDonald's. We were in the middle of a DoorDash when our starter went out. I said all that to say this. All of that stuff happened, and most people would have been like, oh my God, you know, this is messed up, and blah, blah, blah. All I kept doing, I was crying, but I was like, God, help us. Please help us, God. Please help us, God. I have every trust in you. I know that you're going to work this out for us. Thank you. I'm grateful for everything and everyone in my life. Please help us. And God helped us. God basically gave us everything we needed to get what we needed for the day and go home and rest. And that's exactly what we did. And we got up the next day and we kept it moving. You know, we kept doing what we needed to do. And I was so thankful. And I'm thankful every day, no matter what happens, good, bad, or indifferent. It's a lesson to be learned. And that was just God testing our faith to make sure that we understood that God has our back no matter what, you know? So I just like to share these stories with you guys so you understand that when things don't go your way, most of the time it's protecting you from something. I'm not sure what it was protecting us from. Who knows what could have happened if we had went out and DoorDash that day? Who knows? You know? But the energy was just off. You know, and I'm glad we were able to go home and relax and just stay away from that negative low vibrational energy, you know? That was our protection, and we were so thankful for it that we came into enough money to where we could take care of what we needed to take care of and go home and relax because that's what we really needed, right? So don't take everything that happens to you as a bad thing. Most of the time, it's protecting you from something that could really destroy you, or at least put an obstacle in your way that's not supposed to be there, right? So take these things as they come and be grateful for what God sends your way, good, bad, or indifferent, because sometimes it's literally just, you know, protection. The bottom of the deck while I'm sitting here shuffling. Clingy, codependent, latches on too soon, doesn't give others any space, wanting others to fix their issues. The only one that I expect to help me fix my issues is the Most High. Anyone that's clinging to your energy like this, you just got to pray for their healing, you know? Pray for their healing and hope that they get in their head that codependency is not a good thing for anyone. You got to, the only thing you should be depending on is the Most High in yourself. Period. It's my little fur baby. He loves his mommy. And he's laying right here behind me, like, yes, hurry up, mommy, cuddle with me. It's so funny when we went to sleep last night. My baby cuddled up to me with his back and just got in the cup of my arm and laid right on my shoulder. And I held on to him like he was my baby, and we went to sleep together. This morning I woke up. He woke up and then he turned around and laid back on me like, laid on the pillow next to me and just backed up to me like, yes, hold me, mommy. So that's how we woke up. I went to sleep loving on my baby, and I woke up loving on my baby. And he's just so precious. Because those of you that know me know I had two puppies, a girl and a boy. But the girl, she just She would not acclimate to our family. She was very, very needy, and I didn't have the time to give her the attention that she needs for herself. She needs to be the only baby. She don't need to share her parents with anybody. So we had to rehome her. But she's good now. She's been rehomed, and we're happy that she's where she is because she was giving us the blues. I'm telling you. But she's happy now, and we're happy. He's happy. He gets to get the love that he deserves. He don't have to, you know, be in the situation that she's in because of things that she's doing. But he's a spoiled baby. Oh my God, he's such a spoiled baby. He loves to play. And when I take him for a walk, sometimes he'll pick up a stick and just start running with it, like yay! He's such a happy baby boy. He's 2 years. They're 2 years old, but he acts like a new puppy, right? Like he's got a whole new lease on life, and he just loves to play and have fun. When I give him a snack, it's Zoomy time. And after he gets his snack, he's like Zoomies, yay! And I just love to watch him run around sometimes because he's not a tiny dog. He's like a medium-sized dog. So some people would consider him a large dog, but he's really not a large dog. He's a red-nosed pit and a Doberman mix, and he's gorgy porgy. Oh my God! You see the color of his fur? His eyes are the same color. He's so cute. He's so precious. So I said all that to say this, guys. Know what you have in your life. Be grateful for what you have in your life, and just be grateful for life itself. Start your day telling God how grateful you are for everything, for sight, for sound, for smell, for taste, for the simple things that we take for granted. I tell people, my husband, he's still trying to figure out how to eat because he's got a paralyzed vocal cord, and when he was on the ventilator for 12 days, and they had to put him on the ventilator 3 times, uh, it messed up some stuff. Now he has a paralyzed left vocal cord, and he can't talk the way he used to. His voice is raspy and low, and eating for him, he has a small hole that he can eat, that he can swallow with. So sometimes he has to like cough it up in order to swallow it. The things that we take for granted. It's not easy for everyone else. So be grateful for everything. Be grateful for everyone that serves your higher purpose that's in your life, because like I said, everything and everybody can't stay with you forever. Some things and some people have to be released and cut out of your life for you to ascend to the next stage. But while they're there, appreciate them. You know, appreciate everything that you have on your body that works, right? Because my husband's still learning how to walk without losing his balance. Uh, he's doing a lot of things, a lot. He healed a lot faster than most people, but he's still healing. His accident was literally 4 months ago. He's only been out of the hospital for 2 months, you know, but he's made leaps and bounds of healing, So I said all that to say this: be grateful. Be grateful and be thankful for everything that serves your higher purpose, and be grateful and thankful for everything on your body that works properly, right? Um, know that great things are coming your way, but until you can truly be grateful for the things that you already have in your life, you can't really expect more things to come if you're not grateful for what you already have. If you're complaining about every little thing, stop doing that. You're putting obstacles in your own way when you do that, because you're making God feel like you don't appreciate Him. You don't appreciate the things I've given you thus far. Why would I give you anything else? You don't deserve anything else if you're not grateful for what you have already. Ethan Woody 2076, absolutely. Yep. All right, so let's see. What else? What else? What else? What deck should we use now? Let me just. Spiritual news. We're going to go with the spiritual news by Beauty and the Soul. I believe I got these from Etsy. I get my decks from Temu, Etsy, and Amazon. I don't go to Walmart because they are extremely expensive. I thought Walmart.com was like the cheapest place you could go, but that was probably the most expensive. Honestly, wow, this did really did just reach out to me. Okay, all right. So this didn't shuffle, which means that the two on the bottom are the ones I need to focus on. So breaking news: focusing on the negative will never bring you positive results. Didn't I just say that? Huh. Train your mind to focus on the positive and the things that you want, not the things you don't want. Because you know what happens when you focus on the things you don't want, the things that scare you? You're living in fear, you're living in lack. And guess what? You're going to will those things to you even if they're not supposed to. Right? And on the other half, we got this just in: karma is real. Whatever you put out into the universe will surely find its way back to you. Be mindful of what you say and what you do, for you will always reap what you sow, be it good or bad. Right? Can I do all signs? I am. I've done a few of them already, but I am going to do more signs. But I have to pull for the other signs. So we might just do the pull for those signs in this reading, and then I'll come back after I even do another reading. But I like to do each sign individually because some signs deserve more attention than others. Like this one, I've been on here for almost an hour, and another one I may only do 30 minutes, right? But I like to. I'm going to try to get all of the signs done before this month is over. I just have to make sure I have time to do my door dashing and stuff because that's how we make our living right now. I can't work, and neither can my husband. We've both been disabled from different injuries. Me from a work injury from a few years ago, and from uh, my cancer diagnosis from about 8 or 9 months ago, June of last year. Still recovering from that. 5 months after my cancer diagnosis, after I'm like in the process of healing, my husband was in a horrible car accident where he was the passenger in a vehicle where the driver fell asleep at the wheel, and he almost died. He had injuries from his brain all the way down to his feet, like two brain bleed. Oh wow, card card just went flying. Let's see what it is. Breaking news: focus on the now. We often forget to live in the present because we are too busy dwelling on the past and worrying about the future. Spirit says to remain in the present moment at all times, right now, right? I keep telling people about my cancer diagnosis and my husband's car accident because we're walking miracles. My cancer, they told me I had stage 2 carcinoma cancer of the liver. They cut out my gallbladder and part of my liver. They told me I did not, and they also took lymph nodes to make sure it wasn't in my blood. They did all numerous CT scans and MRI to make sure it didn't spread, and it hadn't. So I didn't have to take chemo or radiation. I just had to get that simple surgery 3 days after they diagnosed me, and I've been fine ever since. Right? I'm not going to say I'm 100%, but I'm a lot better, and I'm thankful and I'm very grateful for life. And then a few months later, my husband was in his car accident. Worst thing that I could have ever imagined. But he made it through. Every time I think about how he looked when I got to the hospital, it's terrified because it was my worst nightmare. And I'm so thankful that he survived. Not only survived, but that I was able to help nurse him back to health because I was in the hospital with him the whole time. Wow. So this just in: self love is just as important than having someone to love you. Spirit says to love you. No, Spirit says the love you give to yourself tells the universe how you want to be loved by someone else. Practice self love. So make sure you're loving on yourself. Make sure you are filling your cup up. Make sure you're taking a moment to love you, okay, before you go out and try to be of service to other people because you can't help other people from an empty cup or a cup that has holes in it. You got to take care of you first, baby boo. And this just in: begin to release toxic people from your life. Hello, let them go. I think you better let them go. Let them go. Yes. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, a lover, etc. It is time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Did I not say this already, Aquarius? Yes, baby. Release everything and everyone that no longer serves your higher purpose, right? Because you're here for a purpose. So glad that I was able to confirm, give you confirmation on the things that I've already said to you. So, like I said, confirmation. This is confirmation. Get into it. You got to understand what's for you is for you and you alone, right? And you got to be grateful for everything and everyone that serves your higher purpose. If they don't serve your higher purpose, time to cancel and delete their energy, cut cords with and release anyone that no longer serves your higher purpose because they're holding you back from ascending. Okay? That's the whole purpose of being on this planet is to ascend, ascend, ascend. All right, let's take a look at the love and romance of it all, right? Let's see what we have in love and light. Boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries, protect them. So, anyone that you meet, because this is new love, anyone that you meet that don't respect your boundaries, they don't respect you. So, that's a red flag. Run for the hills, Aquarius, if you have anyone that's approaching you with that. If anyone does not respect anyone from the present or the past, anyone new or old entering your life, don't let them cross your boundaries. If you have boundaries set firmly in place, if they're trying to cross your boundaries or if they don't respect your boundaries, they don't respect or love you. Okay, so know that going into the flame. Settling. Avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. Avoid settling for less than you deserve, period, because you deserve things, Aquarius. And I'm talking to my high vibrational Aquarius, it's not the low vibrational ones or people that are cross watching and don't want to see great things happen for an Aquarius, okay? Even if your enemy is an Aquarius, that doesn't mean that you should wish bad things on them. You wish healing and love and light to those who are your foes, okay? Because they know not what they do. Okay, they have attachments on them. They have the devil whispering in their ear, and they just have not dealt with what they need to deal with, the healing that the process that they need to go through to heal in order to hear God over the naysayers. Okay, long distance. Love knows no distance. It transcends time and space. So if your love is far away, doesn't mean that they don't love you. It just means that something there's a reason why there's distance between you. There's some lessons that you both need to learn before you can come together. So learn the lesson. Always be looking for the lesson in every situation, guys, because there's a blessing and a miracle on the other side of that lesson that you have to learn. And that's a part of life. You know, lessons that we have to learn is for your soul's growth. Apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. What did I say? Forgive those who have done you wrong and apologize for the wrong that you have done. And don't forget to look in the mirror and apologize to yourself for anything that you've let happen to you or things that you've done to other people. Let it go, babe. You're not perfect. None of us are. We all make mistakes. The key is to admit to yourself that you made a mistake and forgive yourself for it. Okay? It's all right. It's all right to make mistakes, babe. Toxicity. We're going to let go of that. We're not going to let that control us. Toxicity. Toxic relationships can drain your energy and self worth. Be aware. Okay? Let go of toxicity. Talk to God and understand that there's other, there's demigods that you can ask for help as well. You can ask Ganesha to remove obstacles out of your path, right? You can talk to Lakshmi and Shiva. They're a married couple that work well together. They rain down prosperity and abundance for you, right? Talk to Saint Expedite to speed up the process of great things coming for you. They all work well together. I've worked with all four of them, and it's amazing how they work together. All you have to do is do a small altar to them, burn a candle to them, find out what candle they like, find out what things that they like, and offer that stuff to them, in your altar. And watch how things happen for you, right? At the bottom of the deck, we got destiny. The reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. So you got love coming your way. And this is from a new person, not from somebody from your past that already showed you that they have nothing but disdain for you. You walk away from those people. You forgive them in love and light. You wish them healing. Okay. Uh-oh. You wish them healing and you move forward. At the bottom of the deck, we got wish. Someone you wished for is coming into your life. So that love that you've been praying for, it's coming your way. Don't give up, baby. It's coming for you. Okay? So get into it, yeah. Don't forget. Don't settle for something that you don't really want and love. Don't be like, oh well, this is as good as it gets. No, it's not. It's as good as you want it to be. So wish for great things. Pray for great things. Great things will happen for you, babe. Okay? Let's see. I'm going to pull a few more cards and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up because I am very, very hungry. All I've had today is a Snickers. And if you've been watching since the beginning, my husband said that my butt is getting bigger because I've been eating Snickers every day. And I do. I eat like 2 to 4 Snickers every day. I don't know. I'm loving it. There you go. Exercising does raise your vibration, guys. There's been times when I woke up in a stank mood. And I was like, you know what? I'm not about to spread this energy across my day. I don't want it. I don't want to deflect it on anybody else. And I'll just start exercising. Sometimes when I'm in a bad mood, I just start exercising out of nowhere because it does up your endorphins. It makes you happier. It's a good thing. Exercise does great things. It doesn't just make your body physically fit, but it helps to cultivate the mind. At the bottom, we got spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. You may be a reader. You might be a life coach. You might be a teacher, right? But you're here to help heal the world. So get into that energy because that's what you're here to do. You're not just here for yourself. You're here for everyone else's healing as well. And while you're healing yourself, you're healing other people. All right. Oracle cards. What did I say? You're a reader? Get into it, yeah? Oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. This is an oracle deck, by the way. It is the life purpose oracle cards. Get into it, yeah. I'm telling you, it's confirmation all over the place. Confirmation. This is confirmation. Get into it. Oh my gosh. What else, Spirit? Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. I think some of you need to go get some fresh flowers. I think I need to do that as well. At least a fresh flower. But yes, it just brings the energy of life into the room, right? And then the fragrance is beautiful, right? It just ups it makes you vibrate higher. It brings a frequency of receiving great things, and it brings a frequency of giving great things. So, yeah, get some flowers. Get some flowers, grow some flowers. Flowers. It's new life. It's a beautiful thing. What else, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? All right. Light, love, yoga, and time to decide. Wow. Let's get into it, yeah? So, and this is going to be the end of the reading, right? Light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to the world. So, what did I say? Confirmation, babe. Yeah, you're here to heal the world and make it a better place, like Michael Jackson said, for you and for me and the entire human race. Yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. Hello. Let's align those chakras, baby, so that you can be of help and assistance to others. This is a part of you, your self care that you need to do in order to move forward in life, right? Time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Go within, go with God, and make the best decisions for your life. It's not always going to be just about you. Sometimes it's going to be about others, but sometimes you just got to stop and focus on yourself, right? So that you can be service to others. You can't help someone from an empty cup, and you can't help someone from a cup that has holes in it. So fill yourself up, make sure you're good to go, and move forward in love and light, right? Be the best version of yourself that you can be. Okay. Healing. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I said healing, which means some of you need to heal from something specific. Something happened to you in your past that you're beating yourself up over. You got to stop doing that and you have to heal from that. So give that to God, okay? Pray for healing for yourself and everyone involved so that you guys can all heal and move forward and run away. And if there's somebody you need to apologize to, apologize. And if someone's trying to apologize to you, take heed to it, accept it, and move forward. Release that energy, okay, into the cosmos and let it not be a part of you. Don't let it weigh you down, okay? Counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Hello! I can't make this up, guys. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. That's what's up. Career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So things are about to come up for you. Things are about to change for you, Aquarius. Accept it. Vibrate high. Stay on that frequency of receiving, babe. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So don't beat yourself up when you start crying about something. That's cleansing, right? But you're changing, you're evolving into something different, someone different. You are not the person that you used to be. I cut the cards and family is there and protected is at the bottom. So family, loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. Get into it, yeah. Even if you can't make babies of your own, you can love on the babies around you. You can love on the people around you. You know, I don't have any children. I wanted children so badly in life, but it just wasn't in the cards for me, right? It is what it is. But I have been able to love on other people's kids. Was able to help raise my nephew. I was able to help raise some other people's kids too, you know? So I have to be thankful for that, right? The experience of it all. I may not be able to make a baby within my own body, but I can help other people with their kids. I can help them, cultivate parenting skills that they may not have, you know, protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career, right? So get into it, yeah? All right, Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't resonate with you, it may resonate with someone else in your life. So pass it along. Okay, this card just fell. Trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. That is three cards out of this deck alone that is telling you that your career path is important and you need to trust it. It's protected. You need to get into it, yeah. Okay? So get into it, guys. I love and appreciate you guys. If you would like to donate, tip, or support my channel financially, my Cash App is in the description. Until next time, I love you guys. Ground yourself, love yourself and each other. Be great, okay? Namaste. Blessings.